Hey, everybody, welcome back. Thank you for waiting. I'm sorry we're a few minutes late. We've got a few different time zones going on here. This is, well, let me go back here. Welcome back to our 46th weekly call. Hashtag this week is UPT Nations. And we have a couple of awesome guests here today, this week. We'll bring them on later in the stream from DAOgent. To go over here's what we're going to go over today. We've got, you can't see that. Let me just go back here. We've got our introductions. We're going to go over some events, campaigns. We've got our weekly ambassador program update. We have this new program, a new campaign called Country Week. So we'll get into that a bit. Some stats on our play to earn section in the apps. We'll talk to DAOgent, and we got some product updates. So I'm going to bring on stage these familiar faces, Jesse and Chris. Here you go. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hey, everyone. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. Okay, hang on a second. So different setting.
Yes.
Christopher, you're in the...
Yo.
I'm in front of an uncanny valley brick wall.
Yeah.
And,
it looks so natural.
Doesn't it?
It's
It's exactly like the real brick wall I'm usually in front of.
Yeah. And Jesse,
I'm somewhere where they won't let me smoke. So there's no cigar this week.
in Arizona?
Yeah.
Weird. I remember when I used to smoke cigarettes. This is a while ago, but I was in Arizona and I walked into a smoke shop, and they were all just lighting up in there. And I was like, am I allowed to do this? And like, yeah, we're in this smoke shop. Of course you can light up in a smoke shop. Like, really? It seems so illegal.
Yeah, it's 100% banned in Seattle, like everywhere, even smoke shops.
You know, another one was
even on the street. I've been hassled by the police on the streets of Seattle for smoking a cigar.
That's very, very true too. Yeah.
It's odd. But another one was in Oktoberfest in Munich years ago. Tried snuff. I was like, this snorting something in your nose it feels totally illegal. I feel like this is not supposed to be happening. I mean, snuff is legal in Germany, right?
Of course it is. It's just ground up tobacco.
Do something illegal.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for now that you admitted it online. I'll tell you.
Just kidding. Jesse, where are you?
Yeah, so I just landed in Turkey today, in Ankara. So I'm at Ridvan's place right now. And so we're doing the whole startup thing. I'm on his couch and hanging out.
I've seen the pictures. I believe his cats are on his couch, and they occasionally
they actually are right now.
Go on there.
Yeah, he has 2 cute cats. Turkey is all about cats, and one's really one's like double the weight of the other. That's hilarious. They're good. But yeah, I'm here, so I'm excited to be here for a few weeks. Just came over from India, so.
All right, well, let's get into that. I'm very curious about your India. Oh, look at that. I said we're very curious about your India trip, so we'll get into that in a minute. I guess I just went over our agenda. One quick thing I just wanted to bring up is, did you guys see the OpenAI image update?
You mean the studio? I've seen, it's all over. If you joined X for the first time today, you think it's just Studio Ghibli is what it's about.
I know. I am so tempted to, I want to try it, but then I also feel kind of bad. I feel kind of, I don't know, a certain kind of way about it. Because Miyazaki does not like AI. I mean, there's
Who doesn't like AI?
Miyazaki, the co-founder of
Ghibli.
Yeah. When he first saw AI generated art years ago, he said, this is the end of life.
Yeah, I mean,
I really want to try it, but I also like, I don't know.
I mean, it makes sense.
I'm sorry. What? AI is here. How you feel about it doesn't affect it. It's coming.
Yeah.
Either embrace it or get left behind.
Yeah, well, he did say this like many years ago. However, I think the difference here is that it's actually like a straight blatant copy of a specific artist or studio style. That's where it feels a little different. But anyway, I just want to see what you guys' thoughts on it, and then when are we going to start?
It makes sense he doesn't like it. I mean, there's like one iconic scene that I think it's only like 30 seconds. And I believe it took them like a few years to draw it. And so it makes sense that they're like, think this is disrespecting the artist. But, yeah, you get adapt or die, I guess.
Yeah.
But I think everyone's doing it's like, what's the term? Like if you're copying someone, it's more flattery than anything if you're mimicking. So obviously everyone loves that art if they're doing it.
Was that Picasso?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, I still am enjoying seeing the Ghibli images on my timeline. And if you guys got some, tag us, I want to see. And if anyone else on the team, or maybe I'll try to eventually do a team Ghibli. I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
Okay. I just went on X. See, I've been working this morning instead of being on X. So now I know what everybody's talking about.
Well, okay, this has been going on for a few days, so it's been a while.
Oh, so it shows you how long I've been working.
But the wild thing is people are pushing the limit of what kind of scenes they can recreate in Ghibli style. So they're doing like offensive ones, like the assassination of JFK.
Saw that one.
Or 9/11 building, like just really like just stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and see if ChatGPT or OpenAI would actually do it. But anyway, yeah. Hey,
Okay.
Chandan, what's up? Yeah, we just hung out with him last night. That's cool. In India.
Okay, well, let's get into it, guys, shall we? And Jesse, I'm hearing a little bit of echo, I think, from your computer. So if you can mute when you are not speaking.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, cool. All right. Now let's get back to this. Okay. So as I said, this is our 46th weekly call. We have UPT Nations is our hashtag, and we've got a couple of great guests from DAOgent. So before we get into that, we have, here's a fun update. So, we've always been saying, we have always been, and with good reason, saying we are the largest mobile first DePIN on Solana, but that's changed, y'all. It's now on any chain. It's we got a huge DePIN here, guys.
Really?
Yeah, we're the largest on any chain now. Mobile DePIN on any chain. This is the power of our community. What we just said last week, it was 2.65 million?
Yeah, there's a ton of DePINs that are start on browser extensions or browser apps, and so or web-based, and so they might be larger on desktop. But as far as like native applications on mobile, we're the largest community out there. So pretty cool.
Yeah, that's super cool. And so we have everybody who's contributing to the network. I mean, we're all part of this together. So that's all of us, like not just the internal team, but it's everybody in our network. So hats off to all of us. And what does that mean? Like you talked about this before, like this huge network, collective buying power that leads, like when we're doing looking for deals, right? Jess, you explain this better than I do, but when you have such a large network like this, like we have collective buying power for getting better deals for our community, and also for providing better service for businesses who want to access the DePIN, such as DATs, such as the Prism customers.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, I mean it's basically a large distribution network, community powered. So not only are UpRockers are always asking us more active ways to earn, but we can also get great deals on how you can earn with active tasks like play to earn, shop to earn, doing surveys, things like that. And those actually are pretty lucrative. Like people pay out pretty good money with that, and we do rev share with our community, and then we also use some of that rev share to buy back burn UPT and also for liquidity pools. So when you do those actions, it actually is super helpful for the entire network. And then beyond that is like we want you to actually do something useful with the tokens. So obviously there's staking, but we want you to be able to swap them for real good tools and get good deals on things like whether it's digital or physical. On the digital side, we want to have a marketplace where you can spend those tokens and get good deals on the future of AI agents, like maybe different AI tools or apps, subscriptions for stuff. We know that business very well because we used to run an alternative app store on Android that we sold. It was our first successful tech company, actually. So we know that business very, very well, and it's really great for the developer. It's really great for the community to get good deals. And then the whole time as you're interacting with the app and earning tokens, that whole thing is feeding our Prism, our new SaaS platform. And the three products are distributed uptime monitoring, web scraping for AI, and third stress testing or cybersecurity tests for companies. And so you really are helping to unblock the internet for people, for businesses to get better insights and real-time data that they need to make real-time decisions with their AI agents, and also help monitoring, provide network intelligence for companies so they can help optimize their site. And performance and speed are the killer features for companies. So yeah, that's what you're empowering. By just interacting with the app, just installing the app and using it, you're helping solve these big problems. Yep.
Yeah. So really excited, and yeah, again, hats off to everybody in the community, everybody who's contributing, and the team, and everyone. We're working together. So how do they say on crypto Twitter? We're cooking. Is that how the folks say? Cooking.
We're cooking, folks.
We're cooking.
Yep.
Okay, next. Okay, so Jesse, you have been globetrotting. Jesse went to India for the Solana Summit. It was a one-day event. Talk about commitment, guys. He was from Seattle, West Coast of America, goes to India for a one-day summit. This is your first time in India. This was the last, but you got your visa. So he didn't know he needed a visa until a few days before. And you got it the night before you left. You got it that night, and then the next morning, the next day, like 12 hours later, you were on a plane. We love you, India.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, it was awesome. It was actually awesome. So about 600 people attended. So I was one of the product keynotes. So I got to speak in front of 600 people. So that was amazing. Normally I thought I'd be a little bit nervous, but as soon as I walked into that event, everyone was so friendly and warm and nice that it was almost like a little overwhelming. So I wasn't nervous at all. I got, so shout out to all the friends I made. I'm sure they're watching. Chandan's in here. We just had spicy food last night before I left on the plane. But yeah, I mean, super friendly. A lot of university students were there. There were startups there. There were some VCs there. A lot of local community builders. A lot of UpRockers were already there because we have actually a really good install base in India, and so they were there and they've been supporting us for a while. So it's got really cool to see people that've been supporting us in person. But yeah, I got invited to someone's village. Someone offered Hindi tutoring. I think I got 5 or 10 tour guide offers for that day. Yeah, and it was just really cool. Bengaluru is a mega city too. So just walking through the city was fun. So yeah, I try to just eat as much as I can, and I have an iron stomach, so I had no problem there. That's the stereotype, but yeah, so good. So far, so good. And Chandan, he's part of the India Blockchain Week. So he's in the chat right now, and they have an event going at the end of the year. So we had a really great time last night. Yeah, so I made a lot of really good connections there. It was awesome.
That's great. Now you were saying in the team chat something about you were talking about the energy in the room. Like it was like super infectious, like very like high energy, like like people like it's just you're in a room. You're in a room full of people who are building, people who are like making like just hungry and like just want to make something great. And so that's so exciting to be in the midst of. I mean, it's just like it's infectious, and it just makes you want to just get it amps you up,
Yeah, I mean, the DePIN Solana DePIN community there is just getting started, but it's 1.4 billion people. So just the idea of like things for infrastructure to scale really fast that's powered by the community makes a lot of sense in that place where it's very, very mobile first. And so it's a huge opportunity there for just any company that's in DePIN space. And when something hits in India, it hits fast and it scales really quickly. And this is why we also have a ton of community members in India too. But yeah, but it's good to just be there because you can kind of get an idea of what apps are working. I mean, we have apps and delivery apps like Amazon, but it's crazy. I was at a restaurant with Chandan, and I wore shorts, and they're like, "Hey, rookie, move because there's mosquitoes. So you should have worn long pants." But like, whatever. Okay, let me order you some bug spray. So we're at the restaurant. He pulls out an app, and in 10 minutes, it was bug spray was delivered to me.
Wow!
And that's like there's like a few mega super apps. Like China has their super app, so India does too. But it's crazy fast within like literally 10 minutes. And I could have ordered a vacuum cleaner and watermelon bug spray, whatever I wanted, and probably got it in 10 minutes.
Well,
Yeah,
so it's just
you and
nuts.
I were talking
Huh?
about this before you left, Jesse. And
Yeah,
India is just such a dynamic economy right now, and it is
yeah,
one where mobile, it really is mobile first. I think that's been my experience. There is that people
yeah,
really embrace the mobile apps, and there's not, I think there are people who have never been there, maybe have some of the wrong impressions about it, but it's a super dynamic economy, and like you said, it's something where when an app gets adopted, it's not 5 million users or 10 million users, it's 100 or 250 million users, and there's a
yeah,
billion mobile connections in India. So it's and it's a place like any other. It has its pros and its cons, but it's definitely much more, I don't know, to me anyway, much more dynamic and sort of like up and coming with tech and stuff than China is in its own way.
yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
and then even at the conference too, everyone that came up to me, they're asking for internships or mentorship, or I got invited to some universities to do a talk and to host that and talk about Web3 and and also I got a lot of folks who are just wanting to share what they're building and literally just ask me, here's what I'm building, what do you think? Like that. That conversation happened a lot. Like, here's what I'm working on, what do you think?
I love
How do you feel about my idea? So that was really cool. Just everyone's just building something. And yeah, so we'll definitely be back. Like the super team, shout out to the super team. They were really amazing. It was a great venue. Yeah, they were awesome. And we also hung out with the DABA guys. DABA is a community-powered Wi-Fi network in India. They have hotspots. You have physical devices. That's their DePIN-powered portion of it. And so I got to party with them. We did a little karaoke that night. And so the DABA crew was awesome too. So shout out to them. And you can see that screen here. They mobbed deep. They had like 20 people there, and they wore see that yellow outfit there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they all wore that. So they were super peacocking. Everyone recognized them. So that was good.
Oh wow, yeah, that looks, yeah. You will stand out in yellow, and they look great. Well,
Yeah.
did you get one yourself?
Here's one I got. He gave. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, nice.
Anyway,
Yeah.
gotta get free swag at the events. Yeah.
What's that?
Gotta get free swag. When you can.
Yeah, I feel like of all the places, you're traveling all over the world, you should get like a traditional clothing piece, garment from every part of the world that you're going to.
Yes.
Yeah. You'll be international. You're so international. All right. Well, that's great. So we oh, actually, I had another question. What was what were the hot topics?
Well, I think the main thing was it was a mix of people who've been building for a while, but a lot of people are new to Web3, a lot of university students. And so the product keynotes were all about introducing really strong use cases for DePIN and Solana, and hardware and the software with the hardware. And so that's what all the product keynotes were about. What I loved about this too was majority of it was product keynotes and some debate talks. They did no panels. And I actually love that too, because sometimes panels are super boring. The questions are dumb. And you just really want to just get into the meat and potatoes and stuff of it. And so it was just product keynotes and debates, and that's it. And so it was amazing. And then there's a lot of networking. There's just booths, stuff like that. But the theme was DePIN and Solana, and so hardware and software, and how you scale that with the community.
Was AI a topic? Did that come up? I mean, surely AI.
It came up a little bit because I think everyone in the DePIN space thinks of AI as a great tool to synthesize all the data. Because now, if you have millions of devices, and if you try to scale in India, that could be, like Chris said, hundreds of millions of devices or sensors or whatever hardware you're using. Like this is the perfect use case for AI, because then you want to be able to synthesize all that down to something useful and actually do something about all that data. And AI can just do that very cost effectively. So I think a lot of these DePIN companies think of it that way.
Yeah. I think when it comes to AI, what I've been seeing in recent conversations, I think maybe a little bit of the highest part of the hype has worn off a little bit. Like, to be clear, AI is super awesome. It's not going anywhere, and it's an incredible tool. But I think when we're seeing the cycle, some of the biggest hypiness of it has passed a little bit, and now people are starting to see it as just another tool in the toolbox and part of it. And so, like Jesse said, for DePIN projects, it's almost a necessity in order to analyze and handle this quantity of data. But I'm not sure that AI is necessarily the standalone, hype wagon that it was even 3 months ago.
Yeah, it moves so fast.
Oh, also, I had the honor of getting this scarf from India. And Yeah, it's like kind of national colors. So I've learned if you wear this, no one will fuck with you in India. Actually, they just love it. Yeah, they're like, if you're wearing this, everywhere I went, everyone's like, nice.
Oh,
You know?
nice.
I appreciate. Yeah, so I got that. So shout out.
Okay.
You know.
So is it?
Yeah.
Why is that? Also, the chat. I know Klaus is in here in the chat, so you can fill me in.
Chandan explain it to me, and yeah, I think it's the national color, so it's kind of a national pride thing, you know. And I don't know all the politics behind it, but it just shows that you really care about the culture and the Indian community, Indian culture there, and the Indian community. So when you wear this, it just shows that you care. You know, I think that's what it is. So anyway, I was really honored that they gave me one. This is nice.
That's great. Well, I see in the chat too, though, you got to be careful wearing that in Istanbul.
Really?
In Istanbul, there will be trouble. I'm not sure why. I'm thinking it might be political, so let's not get into the politics just yet.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it has to be soccer. Pretty sure because he said in Karakoi, that means it has to do with soccer, because the Turks, as with many people in the European continent, take their soccer really seriously. I know they want me to call it football, but let's be honest here. If you're this is the difference. In American football, you're allowed to hit people on the field. In European football, you're only allowed to hit people off the field.
Okay.
That's how I understand it anyway.
Okay, well, soccer or football is the only type of politics that we will allow. So that is great. I'm trying to get into soccer myself. I know all the non-Americans are probably cringing every time I say soccer, but I am trying to get into football myself.
No, don't dignify it with that. Soccer, European football, if you must. If you really want to be sensitive of their feelings, Raz and Rika, you can call it, touchy-feely, non-hitty football. Because
well, I'm trying to get into it. I watched.
All right, bring it on, guys. In the comments, let me know everything you think about American football, because it's probably all true.
I know. You guys, they loved you for a while. They loved you for months, Chris, and then you just all the goodwill you built up over the past year. Now they're like, oh, screw this guy.
I love football as it's played in the European continent as well as it's played in the American continent. One of the best live sports events I've ever been to was watching Espanyol play Barca in Barcelona. That was awesome. So no, I love football of all kinds.
Yeah, it's got a foot, it's got a ball. You're into it. Well, that sounds amazing. Yeah.
When you say it that way, it sounds like somebody's running around with the foot, which is true in neither version of football.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, the talk was recorded, so we'll share it online soon.
Okay. Well, okay, so we'll put that on X. Let's move on. So there was an AMA. I don't know how to pronounce this. Kaizen. That's easy.
Kaizen, yep.
Kaizen, yeah. Kaizen. So you had an AI roundtable, Jesse, on Thursday. Today.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. No, it was about an hour and a half ago. It was good, actually. It was all about the AI agent side of things. And so, you guys followed. It was just an hour ago, so you guys can check our profile. You'll see we posted there. But yeah, it was just fun to talk to them. They had a lot of these AI agents are great because if everyone's just use LLMs more just, it's pretty much more of a chat in, chat out. And the agent is more than that. It has more logic to it. And it's actually not just about chatting, but solving problems. And I think, and so all these companies here have specialized agents that try to solve some problem, like whether it's onboarding to Web3 or making better trades. A lot of it is very focused on trading and swapping and being, and basically DeFi. So just cool to talk to them about that. We talked about the UpRock side of it, how we're building a real-time data network that will fuel real-time data for the AI agents. So that was good for us to be able to pitch that out there. And then just talk about how we think about it, how we think about we're going to support it. So I told them, like, we're going to build Rocket AI for ourselves just to provide better customer service on the Prism side and also the consumer side. And I think, I think it's very clear to us that there's not going to be just one God model and one agent that everyone uses. Like we're already seeing that it's going to be very specialized agents. And I think of it like we should make it very, composable, make it really easy for UpRock users to be able to spend their tokens on AI agents. And we understand that model. So I love to be able to support a lot of different agents in the UpRock app itself. And I think and by the way, that's great for the token, kind of a full loop. So you're helping provide the data that the AI agents need, then you can get a discount on the AI agents tools themselves within the app, and that's going to be amazing. That's the kind of ecosystem that the VCs and companies who are really paying attention to UpRock really want to see. That's a very healthy tokenomics, you know.
Well, and so, this really ties into what we've discussed a long time before, which is we're building our own AI features and we're building parts of it to handle the data and all of it. But when it comes right down to it, we always knew that there would be a lot of companies that were going to pursue AI. But what all of them need is the great real-time data that they need in order to give answers and to give real actions and to be able to interact with the real world. And so this is where, you know, I love an analogy for those of you who don't know. During the California gold rush in the 1800s, it was said that the people who were like the most successful weren't necessarily the people who were mining for gold. It was the people who were selling gold pans and screwdrivers and lumber to build mining camps and all of that. And that's where I really see our power with the DePIN is we're for us, it's less important which specific AI is successful because we're building the tools that any AI will need to thrive. And so that's why UpRock is such a pivotal part of that. And that's why we embrace every AI, virtually every AI agent that comes out because every single one of them is a customer for our community.
Yeah.
Yep. And if you guys Google Cloudflare AI Labyrinth, it's a new initiative they have. They have a blog post about it. They're already seeing like, I don't know, I think they said 50 billion impressions or something coming from AI bots or crawlers. And so what they're trying to do is kind of be the troll under the bridge and take a toll on from every agent that wants to like just run a website. And so what they're doing is they're actually using AI agents to fight AI agents. So if Cloudflare detects that you're a bot or a crawler, they'll probably block you, throttle you, or they'll actually generate a fake version of the site. They won't do misinformation, but it'll just be like irrelevant information. So that's what they're doing.
I love the way you phrase that because Cloudflare really are being trolls in this instance, and not the good kind either. This is really kind of objectionable.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're literally, you cross the bridge, they take a toll, or they, and so, in the Web3 space, when you make things more free flow of data, you get rewarded handsomely when things are more liquid. And this is the power of the internet. And it should be this way. And so if we all want to be able to thrive, we want to democratize like amazing enterprise level insights for the average person, then you need to be able to have your agent be able to crawl the internet without having to pay fees everywhere, especially the free sites. If it's a payment paywall or something, then that's fair. You should do rev share, and even then Web3 can solve that because again, like at scale, you can do microtransactions and split revenue and all that. So even crypto is better for that too. But for sites that are free, it's a little ridiculous that there's a company just going to actively block it. I don't think we want a future of the internet like that. Because we're all going to want to be able to use these tools and have them crawl the internet like the big companies can,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, this is very exciting stuff. So check out the stream that was on earlier today. Are you saying, Drew? Drew says, "Are you saying us UpRockers are a bunch of tools?"
Wow. Yeah.
Gosh, Drew, you crack me up every week. So this is on our X, so x.com/uprock.com. You can catch the recording there. That was just this morning, and I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to listen to it yet, Jess. I was getting ready for the day, but I promise I will listen to it afterwards. But it sounds like it was great. And speaking about AI and DePIN, I mean, coming up in a few minutes, we're going to be talking to DAOgent. This will be a perfect time. So DAOgent is working on bringing AI-powered governance to Rocket, our AI assistant. So we'll talk more to the team there. Let's move on to a campaign we've got here. So we have, let me just pull this right up. So this started yesterday. AI X Block. We are teaming up for a massive 10,000 US or 10. Sorry, there's a dot.
Yeah, 10,000.
10,000. Okay, yeah, 10,000 USDT giveaway reward to the community. So that started yesterday and it's going on till April 9. So you follow them on X, you follow us on X, you play their fun game here, and you sign up your free account on UpRock. And by the way, you sign up, you download the app on UpRock, sign up, and you can start contributing to the network and earning UPT in just like 2 minutes. So super fast. So this $10,000 will be shared amongst 100 selected winners through a raffle. There is also one DPioneer NFT that's going to one lucky winner. And only the participants who completed all the tasks are eligible for the raffle. So it's just 3 things. You just follow both of us on X, you play their game, and you sign up on UpRock. And the sign up on UpRock part is only like not even 2 minutes. It's earning in 2 minutes. It's like super fast to sign up. So you have until April 9. And if you want more information, head over to X and you'll see it on our X, UpRock.com on X. I don't see why you wouldn't do it. Oh, sorry, I'm just seeing here. There's also an extra 200 points and 2 boosters for participants who are playing the mini app, if you use the link below in that tweet.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm not eligible, I'm sure. I'm not eligible.
Yeah. Well, shout out to AI Flux.
Anyway.
Yeah. Shout out to AI Flux for this campaign. So yeah. Cool. Yeah. Shout out. That's really great. I really love that clip that they have on their X posts. When I saw that, I was like, oh, that's so fun. It's really cute music. And speaking actually of videos, I have been watching I've been looking through let me just bring this up, the ambassador program. There have been a lot of really great submissions here. So what it is that we have a prize pool of 5,000 USDC and 1 DPioneer NFT. And the way that you enter this is kicking off our ambassador program. And the way you enter for this giveaway or this phase 1 bounty is that you create a thread and a video explaining UpRock. And so it's like, what's DePIN precision, #DePIN precision, UpRock's role in the space in DePIN, what's our key differentiators, and how Prism is set to reshape real world infrastructure. And so we're looking for content creators. You make a video, you do a X thread, or you could just do an X thread, or you can do both. But it's really great when you do both. And I've been seeing a lot of the stuff coming through. Have you guys been catching up on that? Yeah.
I mean, there's a ton. Oh, well, as it says here, how many? We have 533.
Yeah, it's the super team record. So it was amazing. Like, all throughout my travels, I actually just went scrolling through them all and watched a lot of them while I was traveling. So yeah, so shout out to everyone who did that. It's amazing. It's really great content. Video is we emphasize video, so I'm so glad we saw so many people who do video, because it really does help actually bring more awareness to UpRock, because the algorithms on X, everywhere else, they do value video more. So that really it's a big deal. So I know it takes time, and you guys, it was awesome, very inspiring to just every day I was just get a bunch of pings and just go through and watch them all. So that was cool. It's really like Raza is leading that effort. So going through almost 600 submissions and trying to do it fast is it's also really hard to find the winners, because there's so many good ones.
Yeah. So this is over now. This ended on the 23rd. So there's quite a lot to go through. I mean, we'll help Roz too, and I'm sure the Rocketeers are gonna they have their favorites as well. So everybody will get together and review what their favorites are. But what's up for grabs, like I said, is 5,000 USDC split among so we're doing the top 10 video plus thread submissions, the top 10 thread only submissions, and then the best overall video and thread submission will get the NFT. The threads only will get 100 USDC each, and then the thread plus video will get 400 USDC each. So anyway, thank you everybody for being a part of that, and really looking forward to announcing the winner shortly.
Yeah, and what's cool about this too is we wanted to we call it ambassador program, because I think this is a great initiative for us to get to know people who are really excited about UpRock. and we can start engaging with you through this contest to do more with you too, more content. Because creating great content, I think, is one of the best ways in this world to this is why we're also doing live streams every week. And so creating great content matters, and getting to know you through this content is awesome. And then I think we want to, we want to keep evolving it. And Roz has some really great ideas, and he's going to do it with the community. But yeah, anyway, awesome. So thanks so much, everybody, for doing this. Amazing.
Yeah. Thank you,
yeah,
Roz.
Thanks for all the submissions, everyone.
Yep. Thank you, guys. So I don't know. This ended 4 days ago. We still have. There's just a lot to go through. So we will endeavor to get this reviewed, so that we can announce next week, or probably before. All right. Now moving on, we've got a new. Speaking of the brilliance of Roz and the Rocketeers and everybody participating in the Contribute to Earn program, helping us with this campaign ideas, we've got country weeks. So we have a new global initiative, and we're calling it Country Weeks. And so we are doing every week. We are highlighting a new country, and then we're doing boosts for them, right? So the first one. Obviously, India. So from March 24 to 31st, if you're in India, users in India who stay active in the app will get 2 times their weekly earnings. So if you're in India now and you're listening now, or if you check out on X, you have until 31st. But this week, just make sure you're up on that app. You keep it running in the background. If you have an iPhone, there is an issue with not just our app, just in general with iPhones, running in the background. So we have the notifications to help wake the app up. So turn on the notifications so that app stays, it sends a notification and wakes the app up, right? Or remind you to open the app and keep it running in the background. So double your earnings this week, India.
Yep. And this is fun too, because the whole idea of DePIN is representation in every single major country on earth. And I think this is a fun way to just highlight the power of a worldwide community. And there's, 190 plus countries. So I think this is going to go on for at least a couple of years if we do one country per week.
That's going to be a while.
Well, it's just 190 some countries, or 200 depending on how you count, 52 weeks. Yeah, it will be 4 years to get through the list.
Oh gosh, I wonder what countries next.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna. I think in the Discord channel we've already talked about, in the Rocketeers, we're gonna figure out what fun way can make us decide the next country, or maybe we'll just make it random. We're not sure yet, but we definitely want to highlight different cultures and so it's just and this is a lot of fun. So. Yep.
Yeah, I did see somebody in the chat ask earlier about being able to use the VPN. Now, the reason we don't accept VPN if you're if you're contributing, and the reason why is because the value to the customers, the B2B customers, or the companies who want to access a DePIN is knowing this is a real device. This is what they're seeing in their area. This is it's. The location is important, or your geolocation is important. So we don't accept the VPN. Anything to add on that, guys? I think
here's the thing. If first of all, we don't ask. If you guys notice, we don't ask for permit. We don't ask for app permissions. We don't need. So we don't ask for precise location. We don't need that. We just need course location. So it's more like the city of Seattle or city of Bengaluru or of Ankara. And so companies who are doing uptime monitoring, they want to see how fast their site is running in Ankara or Bengaluru or Seattle. They want to be able to see it actually from that device in Bengaluru, Ankara, Seattle. If you turn on a VPN, it reroutes the traffic to a data center, and then it totally negates the whole purpose of saying how is this my site actually running? Is it faster up or down on a mobile device? If you do a VPN, it's actually just showing it from one data center, whatever location you choose. So it just destroys the whole point of it. And this is why it doesn't. Yeah, this is why we don't support that.
Yeah, ties into no clones, no emulators. We have to real device.
But that's only for passive earning. If you'd like to participate in any of our other earning options, like games, like our forthcoming surveys, like using the shop to earn and things like that, you can absolutely do those via VPN. We don't distinguish against that at all. So it's only really running the speed tests and the background tests where we have the restriction on the VPN. But and that's just because, as Jen explained, because it doesn't work. But if you want to do any of our other earning tasks, you're absolutely welcome to over a VPN.
Yes, thank you for that clarification. Yes, that is true. You can absolutely play the games. You can absolutely do the other offers. It's just you can't contribute to the network. So I hope that answered your question. I lost it in the chat, but I hope that answered your question earlier. Who was asking about the VPNs? All right, so we went over. Let me go back here. We went over country weeks. Yes. Oops. We went over country weeks. Oh, here. Okay. You know what?
Well, I see what's going on here. Yeah. Okay. Come on over. We'll play a game of football. We'll play a game of full contact football, everybody.
Sasho, for those who are just listening, Sasho says maybe you could do true football countries, Chris.
Well, if I got to decide, you know which countries would be included in that list. Meanwhile, the people in countries where rugby is popular are like, no, they're both wrong. The real game is rugby. But our guests today are Turks, I believe, too. They've already in our private chat been letting me know about football. So just goes to show there's a lot of different opinions about the games that are played with foots and balls. I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm just saying. I don't like my balls round. Okay, I like my balls elongated. Sorry, what are we talking about?
Sasho, you got him hyped up. Now he's coming. That almost sounds like a threat. He's coming to the USA in the next.
I will have beers waiting for you when you show up, and then we can debate the merits of different shaped balls together.
Yeah, the great equalizer, the great diffuser, a nice cold beer. All right. Well, so I did wonder what was our next country, and so if you guys have a suggestion or want to help us choose, let us know. Hit us up on Discord. Hit us up here in the chat. Well, it would be harder for us to keep it in the chat, but hit us up on X. Hit us up on Discord. Where should we go next? What's the next country?
Yeah.
All right. Now, I skipped ahead. Okay. Last, before we get to DAOgent, we have some updates on our play to earn. So we did this a couple of months ago. Some fun stats about the play to earn section in the game, in the apps, and so. For iPhone users, you don't know this yet because we've had that whole debacle with getting the games issue approved with Apple. We're working through that. But if you're on Android, you've been playing the games since last year. And we've got some new stats here. We've got over 14,000 unique players that are playing their games.
Nice.
And almost 360,000 UPT has been distributed so far. And over 1,500 UPTs given out daily. Our top earner has earned 6,200, a little over 1,600 UPT, and the single biggest win was 1,478 UPT. Wow, what game was that? What game was that? I want to play that game. Our top countries: United States, South Korea, Spain, Germany, or France and Germany. And as the same as last time, the top rewarding games were these casino type games. And I think blackjack was last time as well. Different games, but this time it's an app called Blackjack. This game list, the offers refresh frequently. So some of these you only have like 30 days to, like if you're doing a play to earn, you only have like 30 days to complete the tasks to earn, the full reward or the full kitty. But some of the games are just like you just download it and that the install is enough. It's a single step. But we're talking about the play to earn game. So you have about 30 days to do it. And it seems that people are really liking these casino games. What are you guys playing?
They're fun. I mean, if you're already playing, go ahead.
Well, I was also going to say some of these are also available in more countries. So, this actually dovetails in exactly the question Klaus just asked about. What are the team's thoughts about trying to bring more cashback offers to the region? As in, I think Klaus means India with that specific question, but that question has been asked from other people as well in other regions. And so the answer is yes, absolutely. We just had a call with yesterday while Jesse was on the plane. I had a call with one of our offer providers and was really pushing on them about more international meaning non-US for me, but just generally more offers around the world for more countries. And we've also been having conversations with several other companies that do games distribution and promotion to try to find the right mix. Several of the companies we've talked to are very focused on Africa or the Indian subcontinent, and to try to match. So as I think we said before, when we started this play to earn program, it was kind of a trial, see if people liked it, see if we could kind of make it all work. And now that we definitely see that's happened. It's clear that our next step for the Play to Earn program is to bring more offers for more regions, so that there's more UPT available to earn, and that more people are able to get the best offers. And so I think part of what you're seeing with what are our top performing games are that those are some of the ones that are available in the most places. And so just the law of numbers, sort of the law of big numbers, takes over there. As we get more country specific offers, I think you'll start to see it kind of spread out a little bit more from country to country. So Jess, I know you were talking to those guys recently. Do we know what the time frame is for? I think couple weeks we ought to have more offers available.
Yeah, we want to accelerate all this, because now that we have some of the infrastructure in, adding new offer partners and more offers is going to be relatively easy. Because we have offers from around the world, so it's just, I think we can probably knock out like new offers from different publishers one per week even. Knock on wood, but and what's amazing about this, and just a reminder, is like, when you play a game, do a survey or do shopping or any of those kind of active tasks, not only are you earning UPT for doing these things, but also the revenue that we get, we use that to buy back and burn. And second, when you open the app to check your game and check your earnings, every time you do stuff like that, it keeps the app open. So you actually earn more too. Your passive earn rate increases. You actually earn more UPT because we're able to keep the app open. So it's like a triple benefits for you to do this thing. So like when you're actually doing the survey, you're helping a company that wants information. You're earning while you do that, actually, and it's pretty good. It's really great payouts for this stuff. And then because you're actually opening the app for doing these things, the app is actually able to earn more. So it's just like win-win. And then us as the UpRock treasury, whenever we get revenue from these companies, we use that to buy back and burn, provide liquidity, and that's good for a token too. So this is what's amazing about this.
Yeah. Very exciting. Lots of fun stuff coming up down the pipeline. All right, guys. So
steering seats too. That actually is also coming. So I think right now, because the offers work so well and we have so much traffic on Android, we're going to probably prioritize, like, let's just get a few more offers where folks in India and other countries are not seeing anything really. So we're going to do that first, and then Magic Streets very, very soon. So we already know exactly how we're going to do it. I don't foresee us doing taking too long on that. So yeah.
All right.
Anyway, cool.
All right, guys.
Thank you for the question.
So I think that's all for our updates. Now I want to get on. Sorry, guys. Let's get more offers. Yes, down the pipe. Yeah, that's happening. But let's talk about our DePIN Catalyst program. So we had a $100,000 grant program for grants, and we have our first grant winner is coming up in just a minute. This is DAOgent. So DAOgent is bringing AI-powered governance insights, in particular, to the UpRock AI assistant rocket that we're building. And so we'll have them talk more about it, but here, let me just read this off for you real quick. So what this rocket will be able to do with this integration is connect your wallets, get real-time DAO proposal tracking and analysis, receive AI-powered voting recommendations, and you never miss also key governance decisions. If you are, I don't know if sure a lot of people here, or there's people here who are a part of DAOs, and it can be hard to just keep up with the communication. So this is great to have like really fast insights here. And so that's what DAOgent is going to be helping us with. And so I would like to bring them on stage. Let me change my view here. So let me change my view here. So, you got a full view of my bedroom now. Here is Oscar and Nguyen. Hi, guys.
Hey.
Welcome.
Hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
It's
Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being so patient while we went on to a whole football discussion.
We enjoyed the chat.
They're like, you guys said we were going to start it at the top of the hour. Now it's like 20 minutes. Well, this is how our live stream goes.
It's so cool.
Sorry. We get a little chatty. We've known each other for a long time, so and we haven't seen each other in a long time in person, so every week is a chance to catch up. But let's catch up with you guys. So, guys, tell us about yourselves. Tell us about DAOgent, or DAOgent. I'm sorry, I keep saying DAOgent, but DAOgent. And why don't you give us an introduction?
Okay, first of all, thanks for having us, and also a big thanks for the grants. As you know, we're a new product, and your support at this early stage is very valuable to us. I am Özgür. I have Noyan with me. We're both co-founders of DAOgent. I guess it's best to start with introducing ourselves, right, guys?
Sure.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay, cool. I'm Özgür. I'm an engineer. I have an MBA. I hold a PhD in finance. I have around 25 years of work experience. I've been in crypto since 2017, and that makes 8 years, guys. That's a long time for crypto. And Noyan and I are partners in everything crypto. We invest, we trade, we obviously build together nowadays. So, okay, Noyan, it's your turn.
We've been partners in crime since 2017 in crypto, I can say. Unlike Özgür, I don't hold all those degrees. Not that flashy. I'm a lawyer. I hold 2 law degrees. I practice mostly technology, law, and regulation. And I've been a crypto investor since 2017, as I mentioned. Part of what we build actually ties to where we come from our investment perspective as well. As we will talk in a bit, you know, when we were investing in new projects back in 2017, all these ICOs, it was the ICO boom at the time. ICOs were coming out, and you would have these, you know, 80-page white papers. I wish we had AI agents back then to just peruse them and then give us a quick digest of what's going on, whether it's an investable project, because 75 pages of all those 80 pages was just fluff. But it was copy paste mostly. But then again, you know, you had to go through them and try to distinguish gems from trash. You know, we were doing it by human intelligence, and it was so tiring and overwhelming. That actually sparked the idea of building an AI agent that helps us now follow up what's going on in these hundreds and thousands of DAOs.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, I remember those days, the ICO days, and yeah, there was a lot of people who wrote those contracts or wrote those white papers made some money. They got some outside help for that. But
Yeah.
It was different, very difficult to read through all of that. You just kind of have overwhelming. And so, yeah, that's a perfect example of having AI if we had that. So what was the catalyst for your project DAOgent? Well, actually, maybe you could tell us more about DAOgent and what kickstarted this. Like, what was your aha moment of, oh, here's what we need to do. We need this for DAOs.
Okay, let me start, if you will. First, let me explain DAOgent briefly. As you know, it's an AI agent, and it runs as a Telegram bot. Basically, it monitors developments across thousands of DAOs and provides users with tailored information. You simply add your wallet addresses and/or you specify the DAOs you're interested in, and it starts tracking those DAOs for you. So when a new proposal emerges from any of those DAOs, DAOgent analyzes it and provides a summary and important, insights. For example, its impact, the proposal's impact on the token's price or voting guidance. And additionally, it generates alerts for important events, such as when a proposal launches or when a proposal is approaching its end. And lastly, it sends data digests that provides general information about what's happening in the DAO ecosystem. Yeah, that's the brief explanation. And Noyan, you can take it from here, I guess.
Sure. If I can add, we started building it for ourselves, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So we wanted to have the sort of inside scoop of what's going on in these DAOs, what proposals are important, what is impactful, what is just empty talk. Basically, the as you know, the signal to noise ratio nowadays is so low in these types of organizations. You're bombarded with thousands of DAOs and thousands of DAO proposals. All you have to do is either do it as we did back then, in ICO days, manually, with reading them and trying to get a sense of what's going on inside those DAOs, or you can have your bots, you can have your AI agents rather next to you as a your helpful angel agent, reading all that, summarizing it for you in a very digestible way, and then it helps you take these decisions. And when we said, of course, that you can hook up your wallet, what we're saying is all you have to do is just copy and paste it, so that the agent knows what projects you are an investor in your Web3 wallet. And you can also just mention the DAOs that you want to follow manually, so that way the bot then goes and peruses those developments and brings them back to you. So in that case, maybe you are now suddenly interested in a project that you looked away from for a while. So that just comes into your attention suddenly. And nowadays, when we don't have a huge bull run where everything all goes up and up, you need to pay attention to the real value adding projects and real utility projects, hopefully soon, we're expecting. And an agent like this might be extremely helpful. So we started to build it for ourselves so that we could follow those developments. But then idea became that why don't we just branch it out and offer it to the general public? That way everybody can use it. So what we catch as early as possible, others can catch, and we discover these alphas together as a community. That was the idea. That was the catalyst.
Yeah. Also, I like it because sometimes these DAOs, they'll reward you for voting, and if you're following a lot of them, and if it's just a long proposal, what ends up happening, you might just so you can get the reward, you don't read the proposal, you don't even know what you're voting for, which could be bad, but you just might vote for what's popular instead of actually being an informed vote, And so having an AI to assist to now analyze, like, hey, I know what you're like, I know what you tend to vote for, or like, I think like the AI can actually provide insights. Like, I recommend this. I know everyone's voting for this, but maybe you should do this based on past what you voted on in the past. So it just, I think it can help fix the voting behavior too, where people might just vote for rewards, but not actually know what they're voting for, because because some of these, they're really, it's a lot of these DAOs, they're really long-winded. They're very wordy, and it's a lot of content. And also depending on how you subscribe to them, sometimes they go by and you don't realize it's already expired or the vote's done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You lose. Yeah.
Last week when we were talking about this, I compared this to, like investor advice in the more traditional investor space, which is, a company or a DAO or whatever it is. In a lot of cases in the traditional equity markets now, you don't even get to vote because whatever fund you're bought into is actually doing the voting on your behalf. So you really have no say. But even if you do get to vote, the board or the management is going to come out with a proposal, and it's going to essentially say, hey, vote for what we want, or else, Santa Claus will be canceled and the skies will turn gray and everything else. And you don't really know because especially, and I'm in some DAOs as well. It's really hard to know, you don't necessarily follow it day to day. You believe in the broader mission, but you're not intimately involved in all the discussions. And then some drama blows up or proposal comes up, and it's hard to know how to, like, what the right decision to make is there. So having some good independent kind of flow on that is really, really critical.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's great. I think I could see, just kind of echoing what's already been said. I mean, you just want to be, you could want to be involved, but if you're part of even just a handful of DAOs, it's just so overwhelming. And so this buys you back time to synthesize the data, just review it, and then you can actually, like, okay, this is something I want to dig into more, or maybe it already has, like Jesse said, has already recommended, hey, I think you should vote this way based on your past votes or what you've already shown interest in, or something like that. Or it buys you time to like, okay, gave me the synopsis. Okay, now I want to dig into this one, and this is the proposal I'm going to dig into, and things like that. So, I mean, that sounds. It only looks like it's great from here. I can see, just even going through my X on my timeline, hearing some DAOs I'm not even a part of, but other people talking about the ones that they're a part of, and then the headache that they're going through. Is just like, wow, this could be the solution that you're just looking for. This is the solution you're looking for. Keeping everyone up to date on proposals and what they really
how do
need.
you guys, so here's a question. How do you guys specify a DAO? I think maybe it's the simplest version is like, there's got to be some kind of on-chain voting or something. But how do you guys think about like which projects you should be tracking? Is it, as a community question in here.
Okay, how we specify a DAO? Super easy. You just search for it by typing its name and pick the correct one from the results. For example, you type in Avi and the search results come. You pick Avi. That's it.
Great.
Okay, there you go.
The next question is: this a DAO that Samsal showed as well? Is this a DAO on any chain?
Currently, we cover EVM chains, but Solana integration is work in progress, and I guess in a week or two we'll have Solana support.
Cool, nice.
Great. And Klaus has a question: is this product available to test? And you said that you have on Telegram.
Yeah, just search for DAOgent on Telegram, and yeah, you're good to go.
This is great. Well, guys, we're really excited to be on this journey together. This is gonna, it seems like this is gonna be fantastic to add to UpRock. We're very excited to be working with you guys. Is there anything else you want to tell us about DAOgent before we wrap up? Before we wrap up the call for today.
Sure. Maybe a few words about our roadmap, Özgür.
Oh yes, excellent. Thank you. Yes. What's your roadmap?
Yeah, our priority right now is completing Solana integration and moving to Rocket integration. And after finishing those, we are adding a feature where the users will be able to have actual conversations with DAOgent. For example, you read the summary and the insights, but you can't make up your mind still. And so you will be able to ask questions and receive answers from our agent. So it's going to be more agentic, And finally, Noyan, maybe you'll talk about our toolkit of AI agents.
Oh, the toolkit of AI agents? Mm-hmm.
I mean, we decided to build actually multiple AI agents. This is just the first of what will come. We think that there is so much alpha and there's so much noise in the crypto market. Just distinguishing all that alpha from the noise is the key driver of catching value. We think that's why the DAO following DAO perusing agent will be the first of many that we're trying to build. Many more will come, and it will be turned into a bundle. And hopefully, those agents will also be assisting each other in a synergistic way. That's the roadmap, really, ultimately.
Awesome. That's great. Yeah, this would be our first agent that we're integrating with UpRock. And so we're going to learn a lot with you guys too on how to deliver a great experience and get people to try this out. People who are into DAOs to experience, to onboard people through UpRock. So because we want to be able to support many agents. So I think it's going to be great to learn with you guys on how to just deliver the best experience with this.
Yeah, this is going to be fantastic. Thinking of Rocket, we were talking about Rocket before, months ago, like Rocket is there to fetch you the great deals, but here's Rocket also fetching you the great insights. Rocket being our AI assistant, our little mascot, our yellow dog. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah. And then we got another community question here. So as people test out your products, and this is just getting started, how do you like to get feedback on it? Is there it's like in-app feedback? Is there email, or you just want DMs on Twitter? Like, what's the best way for people to give feedback to you guys?
I guess it is DMs on X for now.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's DAOgent,
Okay.
DAOgent on X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Is it .ai on the end of that? Oh no, there's not no .ai. Okay, yeah. So DAOgent. So yeah, guys, check this out. If get on Telegram, check out the bot, check out DAOgent on Telegram, and join. Hit them up on X DAOgent. Hit us up on Discord as well. Very excited to be building this with you guys. I'm really excited for this for UpRock to catch this bone.
We're excited too.
Pick up this bone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So before we went on the stream, I was asking you guys on our privately. So you folks are from Turkey, but you are you going to be in Istanbul for the Solana Crossroads?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, great. All right. So we'll see you there.
We'll see you there.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
Look forward to it.
I'm very much looking forward to it. Is there, and where are you both on X, or was the best way to get a hold of you through DAOgent on X, or do you have your own X account that you want for people to reach out to, or you share?
We do. We both have X accounts, obviously, but perhaps if it's DAOgent related,
Okay.
the best way to reach out is through DAOgent.
Okay. All right. Great. So go check them out, folks. Guys, we will see you in Istanbul. Well, we'll see you on Slack and Telegram, but we will see you in real life in just a few weeks in Istanbul.
Yeah.
Very excited.
Look forward to it.
Really, really happy to be working on this journey with you guys. And thank you so much for coming on the stream this week.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you guys. Yeah. Cheers.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, great to
All
meet
right,
you guys.
I'm gonna take
guys.
care. Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right, Jess, Chris.
Yes. Yes.
I think that's that. Do we have anything else here? Let's see. Oh,
No, I think that's.
no, we have one real quick. I know we're running over. We'll go back real fast. Do we have a Prism update?
Let's see. Let me go to the next slide. Oh, the main Prism update is this. We're actually last week we were at over 100 signups. Now we're over 200. So that's pretty cool. Very, very soon it's going to be more self-service, so anyone can sign up. But right now we're just getting a lot of initial interest. So amazing. Pretty cool. So keep it coming. That also probably is directly contributable to all the ambassador program content. So more videos you make, got more exposure, and more people are signing up for Prism. So awesome. It's really working. So yeah, I think that's the main thing there. I think we can share more Prism updates next week. But yeah, but we're working hard, cooking, and the web scraper product is actually coming on really nicely as well.
It's looking pretty great.
Yeah, honestly, we're moving so fast in the web scraper product too, and that's going to be open source, and so that's going to be amazing. So I think next week we can can dive in deeper with that. But for now, since we're already kind of over, we can just stop there and say, but keep up all the good content. It really does help a lot. It doubled our signups in a week. So
yeah.
And we have continued, for those of you who are early Prism users, not any like major updates, but we've pushed several small updates over the last weeks to fix. People have identified a few problems with buttons that don't work, or certain scenarios where some of the visualizations looked a little bit wonky. So we've just been continuing to push. I don't know if it's not quite every day, but every couple days for sure, we've been pushing little updates to that.
Yeah,
that's right.
Sometimes when we do these product updates, I think like, oh, it doesn't, like, I don't have anything as much to say publicly, but underwater, we're like a duck underwater. Our legs are flapping frantically. But I think actually we're like a duck underwater with our legs flapping frantically, but also up above too, because there's just so much shit there's so much stuff that we're doing. So there's a lot happening. If we don't have a big public update for Prism to share, there's a lot happening behind the scenes, and there's a lot happening in front of the camera and behind the scenes on so many of the other products as well. So just know we are hard at work. The team's hard at work, and I guess
cool.
Chris, you look so. The camera's on you, Chris. You just look. You have RBF right now.
Man, there's been a lot of late nights here lately.
Okay, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. We're already
All
over.
right.
We're already over by quite a bit. So anyway, thank you for joining us this week. We will see you again next week. And next week, Jesse will still be in Turkey, and in a couple of weeks from that, I will be there too.
Yeah, shout out to all my new friends in India. Thanks so much for last couple of days. Your hospitality was amazing. Excited to be here in Turkey now. And thanks for tuning in, y'all.
As always, thanks so much for spending your Thursday with us, everyone.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye.